Hey everyone, I'm Big John, and welcome to another episode of the Diz Ability Show live. This week, coming to you from my Gramps' house in Connecticut. This week, I want to talk about quick service tips. Now, the the quick service locations at Disney aren't fast food, but rather good food made fast. So, what you do is look for the location, quick service location that you want to in the park that you're in on your My Disney Experience app. You can place a mobile order because nowadays that's a lot easier. You go try to find places with food that everyone in your party will have. Place your order, then you're good to go. Then, when you're near the location, you can say, I am near. You can prepare my food. They'll give you like a 5-minute window. Then, when you get there, you can do what we do, which is have one person in your party scout out a table. Hi, Donna. And then and grab everything you need, plasticware, napkins, etc. And then everyone else comes with your food, and you are good to go. That way, you divide and conquer. Then you can work out your plans for after you eat. So anyway, that's my tip. As always, if you have any questions on how to do Disney for people with disabilities, let me know in the chat if you're watching this live or in the comments if you're watching this later, and I'll make sure it gets into a future episode. And now it's time for this week's Top 5. So, Fantasyland is perhaps the land that best defines Disney, at least for children. And while there's not a lot in Florida's version, there's still some great attractions in Fantasyland. So this week, we are going to cover my top 5 Fantasyland attractions. Number 5, The Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh. Now, I have been a Winnie the Pooh fan my whole life, except for maybe that stupid horror movie they did about Winnie the Pooh. But other than that, The Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh is an amazing ride. And perhaps my favorite part is when Tigger jumps out and says, "Ooh, I almost bounced right out of the ride." And that is a great fourth wall moment. And of course, another great part of the ride is when you go into Owl's house and because that attraction used to be Mr. Toad's Wild Ride. So when you ride through Owl's house, in the corner is a picture of Owl handing the deed of the property over to Mr. Toad. No, I mean Mr. Toad handing the property over to Owl. I know what I'm saying. Uh, and number 4 would have to be It's a Small World. So, It's a Small World is the most adorable ride, one of the most adorable rides in the park. I mean, you ride through and these beautiful dolls from each nation, and most recently, to celebrate the passing of Richard Sherman, wrote who co-wrote the lyrics to "It's a Small World," they added a third verse of the song and in the finale scene, which I think is awesome. A great tribute to it. I have heard it, and it it's truly a really a thank you card to Richard Sherman. May he rest in peace. Number 3, the Seven Dwarves Mine Train. So, this is a hybrid of a roller coaster and traditional Disney dark ride where you ride through the Seven Dwarfs mine where a million diamonds shine. And it's just great. I mean, it 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 goes it's short, but it's fun, especially for the little ones. Number 2, the Barnstormer. So, again, this is another great coaster for little ones. I even ride it. Not ashamed to say that. Well, hello, Laura. Happy Saturday to you too. As I was saying, the Barnstormer is another great ride for littles. I even ride it solo, and it's a lot of fun. It was the very first coaster built at Disney just for kids, so you gotta love it. And my number 1 Fantasyland attraction, Peter Pan's Flight. So, this is one of perhaps the most popular Fantasyland ride. I mean, it's 3 minutes long, and yet the lines, sometimes they go 3 hours. Thank God for my DAS pass. And but still, it's a great ride. I mean, I love the Peter Pan and even the Broadway versions, and it 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 it's fantastic. It really is. So anyway, let me know in the chat or in the comments what your favorite ride is at or attraction is at Fantasyland. And now it's time for the ding ding theme park throwdown. As you know, this is the segment where we discuss differences between Disney and Universal. This week's topic, transportation. So, as we know, with Disney, you got monorails. You'll love it, Laura. You got monorails, boats, buses, Skyliner, and depending on the park, walking distance, and depending on both the park and where you stay, I should say. Whereas with Universal, you can easily walk from the parking garage to City Walk to one of the to either Universal or Islands of Adventure. And there's also buses that can take you to Volcano Bay and I think Epic, but I think also you can drive to Epic as well. And there's also walking distance from the hotels to City Walk to the parks, and also that Helios hotel that is connected to Epic Universe. So you let me know in the chat or in the comments, mm, who do you think is better with transportation, Disney or Universal? And now it's trivia time. Last week we asked who inspired the fashion designing for the recent film Cruella. The correct answer was Vivian Redwood. Congratulations if you knew the answer. And now here is this week's hi. And now I'm good. Mm, And now here is this week's trivia time question. Which Monsters Inc. character is always watching? Be the first one in the chat or in the comments with the correct answer, and you will receive 100 cool points. So, I know well, it's interesting that you bring up Disney boats, Laura, because Disney has made an announcement regarding Disney Springs. Whereas beginning on June 28th, hello, Big Toe 81. So, starting on the 28th, people who park at Disney Springs will no longer be able to take a bus or boat to another Disney hotel unless they're staying there. Which I kind of get because I think a lot of people have been well, thank you, Big Toe. And I kind of get it because people have been taking advantage of that opportunity. You're correct, Laura. Yeah, yeah, people have been taking advantage of that opportunity, and it's great. I mean, of course, we stayed at Old Key West this past trip, so if that rule had been in effect already, it wouldn't have affected us at all. But I mean, for other people who have dinner reservations at either Springs or Saratoga or Old Key West, I, that brings up a good point, Laura. But also, what's that going to mean for the future? I mean, are they going to block out people who want to explore other resorts other than the ones that they're staying in the future? I mean, are we going to have extra security? I don't know. I mean, I guess the future will tell us. I mean, we'll have to wait and see how things span out and see where the chips fall where they may. That is true, Laura. Mm. So anyway, that's our show. As I said, if you have any questions on how to do Disney for people with disabilities, let me know in the chat if you're watching this live or in the comments if you're watching this later, and I'll make sure it gets into a future episode. For this week's shout outs, make sure you guys check out my pal Beth over at Beth's Disney Adventures. She did a short live stream yesterday from Animal Kingdom where she was weathering the hotness of the park. Definitely check that out. Also, make sure you guys check out my buddy Mike, the Park Knight. He, he does great vlogs from the parks all the time. Definitely check him out. Also, make sure you guys check out Nate, aka Paging Mr. Morrow. He does great vlogs from the parks all the time. Definitely check him out. Also, make sure you guys check out my pal Ron at Ron on the Go. He does great live streams from the parks each and every week. Definitely check him out as well. Thank you, Laura. If you haven't subscribed here yet to the Big John Network, what in the Walt Disney World are you waiting for? And ding the bell for notifications so you never miss a second of the fun. And until next time, best remove them.